Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I'm going to break down a powerful new feature from Microsoft Defender for Office 365. It's called as auto-remediation of malicious messages in automated investigation and response, or simply the name goes as AIR. So this update now going to move the Microsoft Defender closer to automation in handling the email-borne threats, allowing the malicious email clusters to be, remediated without manual approval from the SecOps teams. So by the end of this video, you will understand what automation remediation or AI is, and then why it matters for the security operations, and then how it's going to be enabled in your Defender environment. So then, without further ado, let's jump into a quick demo so you can see it in the action. Okay, team. Now let's get started with some basics first. Now, Microsoft Defender for Office 365, as I mentioned earlier, about this automation, investigation, and response one AIR, it's been there for some time back. So what it was doing previously is automatically detecting the suspicious email activity, and then it's going to investigate, and then it was recommending the remediation actions. So before this update, the new update that I'm going to talk about, AI would recommend action, but it did not allow the security teams to automate this one. Like some security team has to go ahead and then has to manually approve this one. So what you see in this presentation is now the automated remediation of threat has been gone on to the GA. So it's been on the May 2025. So that's been said, what are the advantage on this new thing? So with the new update, now we can configure the AI, so it will detect the malicious clusters of messages similar to malicious URLs or attachment. It's going to automatically execute the remediations, such as soft deleting those emails without waiting for that human approval, and then you can go ahead and complete the full triage like investigations and remediation workflows at machine speed. Now, that being said, let's look at it now without further ado how it works on the environment and how to configure it. So now I'm in the admin portal of M365, on the security admin portal. So if I go on to the settings, let me go to the system and then go on to the settings, and then under settings, once it loaded up, we will focus on to the email section. So I'll go to the email and collaboration, and then move on to the MDO settings, automation settings. Okay, so now what we see previously is about the similar files and similar URLs, but now you can see multiple similar item attribute option has been also added. When I go to the information, you can see it's talk about attributes IP addresses, and then the sender about the subject, and then the sender IP addresses, information like that. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to enable them. Now look carefully. What will happen is whenever I select them, you can see the remediation action, the automation action is soft delete. So that will be appearing. So I can select them, all three of them, and then click save, and that's it. You have enabled that one. And then moving forward, some of these actions of AI can be triggered manually in a couple of places. Like if I go on to the emails under the security and then go to email collaboration explorer, as an admin, I can go ahead and look at the activities, and then if there's any suspicious one, I can actually say take action, then it will be triggering the AI. On the other hand, when an end user received an email, and if he or she believes that's a suspicious one, then they can actually report it. When they report it also, then AI will be triggered, and then the cluster will be start working around that suspicious file and then scanned, and then it will be taking that action. So in this quick short video, now you saw the advantage for the security teams. As I mentioned previously, they had to manually update these things, but now automation has been implemented, which is going to save a lot of time.